Hi guys, welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. My name's Hayley, and let's start with Monday. And it was the Easter meal for Easter Monday, and you've all seen this one because it was the Easter video. Yummy. Jacket potato, cheese, fish in butter sauce. Not everyone's cup of tea, but really give it a try before you say no, honestly. This was the second lamb meal. This was the lamb hot pot. The video for the first meal in this one is together. It's already out. This was absolutely beautiful, if I say so myself. Better than the main meal. Big chunks of lamb in there. There was loads left over from that leg. I fully expected lamb to be really greasy, and it wasn't. It was really, really good. What we got next? Oh, I bought a big, massive tin of Spam and I made homemade Spam fritters. Holy moly, I got 19 Spams out of the tin. Homemade chips, and we've got some onion rings. Steve's got some steak with Amy. Next day was Kiev's with some baby potatoes and rabbit food. And this is Sunday. So, still not cooking for the in-laws. Just when I think I'm getting somewhere with my leg, I do a bit more, if that makes sense. Because I think, yeah, it's not hurting as much. And by the end of that day, it's hammered again. So, honestly, I don't know what's going on with this leg. What was I going to say? Going back to that Spam. Now I am... that is literally the only thing I buy from the chippy. Is Spam fritter in a bread bun. Love it. The kids love it as well. Steve usually has a fish or a Spam. But last time we went to the chippy, he got a fish and chips, 3 Spams, and another bag, a large bag of chips for the other 3 of us to share. And it was 20 quid. I couldn't believe it when he told me. So we searched and searched and searched for the same Spam that they use in the chip shops. Now the tin was 1.9 kilos. So yeah, it's big. And it was 16 quid. And when I chopped it up and I got 19. I mean, you see the size of them Spams. It was bigger than a bread bun. 19 slices of Spam for... what do you call it? Spam fritters. That more than pays for itself. More than. So I am so happy to have all those slices in my freezer. Simple things, guys. I mean, a lot of people probably don't like it. But oh, that is one thing I really enjoy. So yeah. We did get that this week. So, I've chopped up the vegetables we're having, and now I'm chopping up what's going into the main dish. So it's an onion, a large onion, and I'm just large dicing it. And I've got 300 grams of mushrooms there, just not regular white mushrooms, sliced up thickly. Now I've got, I don't know, 9? I have no idea. Loads of sausages, but nice Lincolnshire sausage in a pan, and all I'm doing is chopping them to that sort of size. I don't want them in small little pieces, and I'm going to cook these off. Now this dish, it's already been done. There's a full video on this dish, so I'm not going to go through every single ingredient, but this dish has been done, and I will link it, the video for it, underneath. Also, I made a cheesecake, and I will link that very same cheesecake as well, the video for that. I mean, that video is 2 years old, so probably a lot of you have not even seen it in the back catalogue. And this meal here was part of the Hearty and Frugal series that I did. So it was a real cheap meal. So next goes in the onions. Them sausages are half cooked, by the way. They're not fully cooked. And then the mushrooms. And what I will do is add a couple of tablespoons of water, and that will bring up all that sausage flavour that's on the bottom of the pan. So I do suggest you use a good pan. I've got 2 of this size and the deep casserole pan. I think it's just short of 5 litres. But I didn't need that for this today. So I dribbled in about a tablespoon of the beef stock. Now, for this I use beef consommé powder. It just gives a different flavour. And you can get beef consommé powder on Amazon. It's only a few quid. But unless you're really going to use it, there's no point, you know. Just use beef stock. So yeah, I'm just adding touches of water, just to bring up all that goodness off the bottom of the pan. And once I got up all these bits, never mind it being for the flavour, it literally took 2 minutes to wash the pan once I got all them bits up. You can see they've all come loose now, look. And they're just going to get soaked up. All them bits are going to get soaked up by the mushrooms. And it just adds to the flavour of the gravy then. So I'm putting in some mixed herbs. This is a really nice cheap meal. Oh, my legs. Sorry guys, chair's creaking. Marmite or yeast extract, a teaspoon. The recipe is actually for a smaller amount than what I'm cooking here. So just double it if you need to, triple it if you need to. But yeah, it's a nice cheap meal. I had all that veg that needed using up. The mushrooms, another couple of days and they would have started turning. That bang was from Caitlin in the bedroom, connected to this one. So beef consommé here. And I put aside 50 mils of it because you're going to use that to thicken all this up and make it a nice thick gravy. So you had a couple of heaping teaspoons of corn flour. In this case I used rice flour. Don't really matter. It does the same thing. Oh, and I mixed it into the cold stock. There it is. Bit left in the pan. Bit of hot water. Off we go. And that really thickens it up. And you got that nice thick gravy. Sorry about the banging. Can't control the child in the other room. 10, well, she's 10, she thinks she's about 30. She's one of them. She's 10 now, she can do what she wants, it's up to her. When she can go to bed, blah blah blah. It's just kids at that age, isn't it? So yeah, I've just mixed this in with the gravy and I'm going to spoon it all into that enamel tin. There is not a thick layer of mashed potatoes on top of this. I don't feel myself peeling potatoes. It's literally you just put a thin layer of mashed potatoes on, guys. Get all that goodness out of the pan. You can see it come up really clean. So I did a small pan of potatoes, enough to make a layer, and I'm just trying to throw it on. So I spread this out with a fork and pop it into the oven on gas 3, which is really low, for about an hour and crisp up that mashed potato. Then I'm going to take it out and I'm going to sprinkle it with some cheddar. Then I'm going to turn the oven up to 5 and just crisp up the cheese a little bit. And it's done. Easy as that. It's on a normal, for a normal person, which is not me, it's not a time consuming dish. Whereas it took me all day. So this is the lemon cheesecake. I haven't shown every single step for this again because I've already done the video, so you can refer to that. It's not an overly thick cheesecake. Probably too thick for this pan, to be honest. It got as full as it was going to get. I like to push the limits. So I did use this dish, partly because I couldn't find the other one. Now, if I wasn't looking for the other one, I'd have come across it. But you know how it goes. Steve likes his base baked off. I couldn't be bothered. So he didn't get it baked. See, I even have to refer to my own recipe on my own channel. It's been that long since I've made it. Gelatin. You can, of course, use vegan halal gelatin. I've tried that and I didn't really get on with it. I did try it. I didn't really get on with it at all, really. So I just went back to the one I usually use. All for trying new things. And there's not that much cream cheese in that. Then it's natural yogurt, which is low fat. The sugar's not low fat and neither is cream. But trust me, I've made worse, fat-wise. I've done a Biscoff, that's been filmed. What else have I done? I've done a Terry's chocolate orange cheesecake, that's been filmed. They're all there if you look for them, guys. If you go to the playlist section, there's a playlist on puddings, the frugal meals, all sorts, all the Christmas ones, Halloween, all the collaborations I've done with other people. So yeah, search through the playlist, see what you want to see, if you find something you fancy watching. So I'm literally just mixing this up. This setup, I think it took an hour. I usually like to leave them overnight, but because of the gelatin, always let that cool down once you've liquefied it again to room temperature. Otherwise you're going to have big crystals of gelatin. I've been there and done it, guys. Trust me. Allow it to cool down. But yeah, it's set within an hour. So yeah. We've started planting up the garden. I've ordered some dwarf citrus trees. 6, I believe. The strawberries are in, the tomatoes are in, the lettuces are in. Everything's in. Hopefully we'll get quite a lot. See, I didn't even bother to level it off because it was too full. But it's set just fine. So yeah. Hopefully the growing goes well this summer. We're going to do a winter garden as well this year. We didn't do that last year. So, yeah, looking forward to it. And that was today's tea. Once it was dished up, obviously it didn't look as glamorous, but, you know, whatever. I did take a couple of pictures of it before it was dished up. I don't know what Steve did with it. There you go. You can see there's still plenty of gravy with it. I do advise putting it on a tray. And there's the cheesecake. Don't know why he's zoomed in like that, but yeah. Nice and smooth. Nicely set up, look. You can see the flecks of the zest in there. That's a nice fast recipe. No bake, which I love. So that was it for this week, guys. We've got discount hauls, subscribe and save from Amazon haul. What else have we got? And a sponsored video for the rest of the week. So hopefully you enjoy them. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the comment section.